iconic venues in all of sports. Fenway Park in Boston. This could be termed a bit of a monster showdown in the Fenway Bowl. It's the Temple Owls and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this when Holly Rowe has the latest.
As you know, we're late in the college football season, and weather is going to be a factor in some of these bowl games. That is the case here today. It is a little bit cloudy and windy down here on the field. I did talk to both quarterbacks before the game. They do not expect it to be a problem. They expect to open it up and have a terrific bowl game here today. I'll keep you posted on how the weather is impacting the play calling as we go along. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll operate out of split backs. Working the ground game. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll ride him again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
They're going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Owls offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Doesn't get it there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Could not make his way to the corner. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Owls are marching down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming up. The play fake. Here comes the heat. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're all over it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Owls! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Look out! You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping it.
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running inside, it's Richardson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sells to fake. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the move. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They were all over it. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, down here on the Temple sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Now on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his target. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. RPO complete. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mitchell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here and this drive to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together to really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, going to throw it. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Trying to establish the run. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Motion from the back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Hand it to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. I don't know if and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Line gets set, first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quick give. Could be an outing. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Out wide right, it's Mitchell. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking for running room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's Gomez. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Working the ground game. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quick. And he's in. Touchdown, Temple. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Push is ahead. Here's a little room there. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking down the middle, and his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gonna look downfield again. Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. He's looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second down, gonna throw it. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do when the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Give to the running back. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And look, I know there's not a lot of time left, David, but that's a big miss. Obviously, if he hits it, he forces the other team to need to score a touchdown to win. Now he's left the door just a bit open here. We've seen crazy things happen in college football.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. Rushes on. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He'll throw on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And after that incompletion, it's all going to come down to this final play right here. This is Hail Mary. This is short throw and lateral it as many possible times as you can. You're hoping here for a miracle like Miami beating Duke back at...
Going downfield for the big play. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.